Hello and welcome back to the Nivo Technology channel. For those of you who are new to our videos, there is a transcript and some links below the video for you. For our South African viewers, the links below are to our Nivo products. For our international viewers, we've provided links to identical or similar products on Amazon. Please make use of the comment section below the video to give us feedback or ask questions. Our staff will respond to all your queries. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter and Pinterest. The links are below. Today, we're going to discuss a problem that affects people at their homes and also at their work. Ever since the invention of the PC, we found that computers have become more common and they come in so many different forms. Your phone is now a computer, and so is your TV. Previously, Windows was the only operating system that you and I had access to. But now there's Windows, all the versions of Mac, all the versions of Linux, Android, Chrome, and many more. You also don't need a camera anymore because your phone is often the only camera you'll ever need. You send emails from your laptop, which you can read on your phone or your tablet. You take photos, which you can view on your desktop or your TV, and you've taken those photos with your phone. You have so many devices with so much data that you need to save and store. And you carry these around with you, and they could very easily be lost, stolen, or damaged at any time. Your phone is also not a toy, really. If your phone was stolen, you may have masses of photos and videos on there that you don't have backups of, firstly, and secondly, that you may not want other people to see. If your tablet or laptop is stolen, you might lose your work emails or important company spreadsheets. You might even keep bank account logins and passwords on your device. So much of your most important data is kept on these little computers that you carry around with you. You might also be among friends, co-workers, or busy discussing an important deal with a client when you realize that you need to show them something important that is not on your device. I think we might have a very good solution for you. Now, you've all heard about cloud on the internet. You can get some free cloud services like Dropbox, where you can upload files onto a server somewhere on the internet. All these free cloud services limit the amount of data you can store on them, and sharing that data is very cumbersome. You can solve this by paying for a cloud hosting service. For a monthly fee, you can put more data on the cloud. But there are downsides to this idea. Do you really want to pay money to host large amounts of family photos and videos on the cloud? What about when you want to view them, even from home? Do you want to download them each time you want to view them? Do you really want to store a few hundred video files on the internet? Now let's think about your business. Suppose you decide to pay for cloud hosting for your business data. How much would it cost you? Do you really like the idea of your sensitive company information and financial information being on the server out of your control? Suppose you decide to store it on your company website. You might find that your hosting company charges you a lot more because you need so much extra disk space. How easy would it be for you to share or control that data once you put it on your company website? It could be costly and difficult and perhaps downright dangerous. So what other options are there? What if I told you you could own your own internet server and cloud device that would cost you less than your laptop, and that there would be no monthly fees to pay? What if the disk space you could have on the internet is 100 times more than you could get from a hosting company, and yet there would be no monthly hosting fee? Does that already sound too good to be true? Well, it isn't. Welcome to the world of the personal cloud. The personal cloud is also known as Network Attached Storage, NAS or NAS for short. These NAS devices are simply amazing. You get NAS devices that cost less than a laptop and you can use them for home purposes. But don't be fooled. These devices could have good uses in small or medium businesses. You also get very sophisticated NAS devices that are perfect for much larger enterprises. Let me warn you that the world of NAS devices is so massive with so many options that we couldn't possibly cover any part of it in detail in this video. So in this video we will generalize and tell you about some of the many features they have. However, you'll have to click on the links below to see the full list of features of the devices to see what will work for your home or business needs. Now, a NAS device is almost the same as having your own server on the internet, but without any monthly fees or disk space limitations. What makes a NAS device awesome for the home and work environment is that you have a device that is directly under your control. Better still, it's not only part of your internal network, but it is also on the internet at the same time. Suppose you wanted to make 100 gigabytes of files available to the internet. You'd have to spend many hours of uploading these files tediously. Chances are, if you have ADSL or worse still, 3G, you'd run out of bandwidth. Or you'd have to pay lots of additional bandwidth costs just to upload your files. But if you have a NAS device, you can make 100 gigabytes of data available to the internet while using zero bandwidth. Why? because it's your own device in your own home or business. Suddenly putting huge amounts of data on the internet is very easy. Your NAS device connects to your router and you can share some or all of the data on it over the internet. Your NAS device is now your very own internet server, and your house or business has suddenly become an internet hosting company. The files you put on your NAS device could be Word documents, spreadsheets, emails, videos, photos, music, or even databases. You can add, change, or delete the files on your NAS device without using up any of your valuable internet bandwidth from within your organization or home. Let's consider your business for a moment. If you have 50 people working in the company and 5 sales reps going out and seeing customers, a NAS storage device would allow 50 people in the office to access the data on the NAS device. But the 5 sales reps would also have access to the same data. Better still, your office staff could be updating information on the NAS device, and your sales reps would have access to the latest information at all times, regardless of whether they are in the next town or in the next country. Staff would not have to send each other emails requesting data and wasting valuable time. These managers or sales reps who need the data would have it right at their fingertips whenever they need it, day or night. The only internet bandwidth you would be using is for the actual files opened or viewed by the sales reps who are working outside the office. This is the genius of owning your own NAS device. Suppose you are an IT specialist and you said, I can find a way to share files on my PC directly on the internet. The one huge problem you would face is internet security. The moment you open up one PC to the internet, a hacker could get into your business network and cause mayhem. This brings us to another massive advantage of NAS devices. They are designed for security. They are designed to handle the hostile, dangerous internet where all sorts of criminals are lurking, waiting to steal important information or to hack into any business. By having a NAS device, your security is still in the hands of the professionals who have designed it. It is only the NAS device which is exposed to the internet. The rest of your network remains safely out of reach of the internet. NAS devices are computers in their own right. Some are small, some are extremely sophisticated. They come with their own specialized operating systems which allow you to control them from your house or business. And you can decide what to share with whom. You can share a file or a folder with one person or a group of people. You can make some parts of your NAS device publicly available or restricted in many ways. The choice is yours. At work, your NAS device can run 24/7. When everyone goes home, they can switch off their PCs, but the NAS device can continue working through the night. NAS devices often come with advanced file syncing and backup options. They can synchronize files with other NAS devices or other internet clouds. They can run backups and even synchronize files between PCs. When you buy a NAS device, you can decide whether you want to buy a single drive or a RAID configuration. RAID is when you have 2 or more disk drives which mirror each other. RAID is perfect for a business environment where you want no downtime. If the one disk drive crashes, the other continues running. But for homes or small businesses, you might not need the extra cost of RAID. The bigger NAS devices can have many hard drives in the RAID configuration. Mirror drives are another feature of some NAS devices, so you need to pay careful attention to the drive sizes. Some marketers may say it's a 4 terabyte system when in fact it is 2 by 2 terabyte drives that are being mirrored. So your actual storage is 2 terabytes, not 4 terabytes. Another awesome feature of these NAS devices is that you can plug in flash drives or external hard drives via USB. You can then immediately share their data on the internet too. Many NAS devices are scalable. You can connect your NAS device to your PC and other device, such as a smart TV. Phones and tablets often have apps that allow you to connect to these devices and to play music and other media directly from them. Some of the NAS devices have many useful apps that can be installed on them. For example, a WordPress app will allow you to run a WordPress website off your NAS device. That's right, your NAS device could then become your WordPress hosting server. Also be aware that some of the NAS devices don't connect directly to you when you are accessing them remotely. They actually relay information to you via the manufacturer's servers. And this is something that you might want to consider when looking at your security. You can put normal hard disk drives into a NAS device, but we don't recommend this because they're not as reliable as NAS disk drives. They're likely to break much sooner, but don't worry, NAS drives come at very reasonable prices. NAS devices are compatible with many different operating systems. You'll have to check the individual specs. Among the operating systems they can handle are Windows, Mac, Linux, and even Unix. Some NAS devices allow you to plug microphones, headphones, or amplifiers into them, and they are capable of doing transcoding. Now this is very useful when you have video and audio files on your NAS device which you want to play. The NAS device will automatically detect the type of device you're trying to play the video file on. It might decide that the video file on the NAS device is not compatible with your TV or other device you are playing it on. So the NAS device will automatically begin to translate this video file so that it can be played on the other device. This happens automatically at high speed. It's so slick you won't even notice it's happening. You will see that some NAS devices have DNLA certification. Now, DNLA is a media sharing standard that was created by Sony in 2003. DNLA and transcoding go hand in hand. It merely means that your NAS device can play all sorts of different formats of files on devices like your TV or your phone or your tablet. It will take care of the transcoding to make your experience fun and easy. Some NAS devices have hot swappable trays. Hot swappable means that you can remove the drive without shutting down the NAS device. This could be very useful in a business environment where you need to keep the device running so that other people can continue working. As we said earlier, some of these NAS devices are not toys. They are for serious business. Some of the NAS devices, like the SYNOLOGY series, allow you to have over 2,000 concurrent user accounts and 250 user groups which can access them. They allow you to have over 500 shared folders. Some of them allow up to 80 users to edit the same files simultaneously. Now that's what I call collaboration. These devices can also connect with up to 20 VPNs. Some NAS devices allow disk roaming. Now disk roaming is when you remove our hard drives from one device and you put it back in another location. The NAS device recognizes it immediately and continues to function without any harm to the data. Some NAS devices can also encrypt your data. At Nivo, we have several makes of NAS devices. The makes we recommend are QNAP, SYNOLOGY and Western Digital. We sometimes have others like Seagate too. We found that QNAP devices are the most popular among our clients. We've also put a short video on the channel so that you can see QNAP's amazing QMail agent which works with your NAS device. This email agent allows you to consolidate and easily access your various free email accounts and corporate accounts directly from your NAS device. Normally emails have a maximum size limit, so sending really large files by email is very tedious. One awesome feature of QNAP's email agent is that you can send very large attachments as a shared link from your NAS device so that the recipient can download the attachment later at their own convenience. We urge you to check out the video about the QMail agent, which is a mailroom center on your own private NAS device. You will see many really useful features on this amazing device. Don't miss it. It will revolutionize the way you look at email. It will even allow you to access your Gmail in countries where Gmail is blocked. There are only two downsides to a NAS device. Firstly, its access speed to the internet will be limited to the upload speed of your internet connection. So if you want lots of people to access huge files like video files, then you may run into a problem. But for most purposes, you shouldn't have a problem. The second thing to remember is that you need to protect the NAS device. If it is damaged or stolen, then you must have another backup of the data on it. So there you have it. With NAS devices, you can have enormous amounts of internet disk space with no monthly fees and no limits imposed by an ISP. You don't have to worry about a big corporation spying on your data either. For home or business, these NAS devices open up awesome new possibilities. Please check the description below the video. We've also added other videos to our channel which will give you quick information about these devices to help you make informed choices. Well, that's it for this video. We hope you found the topic interesting. Feel free to write comments or ask us about any technology or ideas that would interest you. Don't forget to browse the Nivo website. We have over 100,000 items in stock and we're constantly adding more. Tune in next week for more ideas on how to use technology better. Until then, don't forget to leave comments or ask questions.